In news from Sri Lanka, Sri Lanka's President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has urged citizens to reject what he called attempts to foment racial and religious disharmony following violent clashes in recent days over his government's handling of a devastating economic crisis. Soldiers in armored personnel carriers patrolled the streets of capital Colombo on Wednesday as the government extended a nationwide curfew by a day. Sri Lankan President Gotabaya Rajapaksa urged citizens on Wednesday to reject what he called attempts to foment racial and religious disharmony as clashes broke out in many areas over the government's handling of a devastating economic crisis. This is the time for all Sri Lankans to join hands as one to overcome the economic, social and political challenges, Rajapaksa said on Twitter. Soldiers in armoured personnel carriers patrolled the streets of Colombo on Wednesday as the Sri Lankan government extended a nationwide curfew by a day following the clashes. Troops have been ordered to shoot at anyone damaging public property or threatening lives, with 8 people killed and over 200 injured in violent street protests this week. But even the resignation of President Gotabaya Rajapaksa's elder brother Mahinda Rajapaksa as Prime Minister and a curfew have failed to diffuse public anger. Several cabinet ministers' homes and Mahinda Rajapaksa's residence in Kurunegala city were set on fire. Leftist opposition party People's Liberation Front held Rajapaksa responsible for the clashes. The International Monetary Fund (IMF) expressed concern about the violence but said it would continue technical talks that began on Monday with Sri Lankan officials so as to be fully prepared for policy decisions once a new government has been formed. President Gotabaya plans to meet opposition politicians within days in expectation of forming a new government. Meanwhile, India said it was fully supportive of Sri Lanka's democracy, stability and economic recovery, but denied that it planned to send troops to restore order.